Okay, case 3, Sunset Nodin Hotel. Let's see what's happening with this hotel and what the people who have in case 3, the two groups that they have in case 3, have to do with this. Now, as a business consultant, now you just right there, you have been approached by this person, these two people are entrepreneurs who recently opened boutique hotel in the Fort Rupert. Fort Rupert also knows is a main community of the Wakikulut First Nation. Located in the north stream of Vancouver Island, Fort Rupert is rich of cultural heritage and history. It's beloved destination for visitors, it's charming and personalized stay. However, the hotel is facing significant challenges that require your expertise, obviously, otherwise there will be no case. Those two people acquired the hotel after years of dreaming about running their own business. Both owners close friends and have been involved in hospitality from young age. Naomi starting as a maid and Alana started as an accomplished chief. They have a rich history, have established themselves as a cherished part of the community, providing the welcoming atmosphere both local and tourists in their past hotel. Naomi attended the community college where she was taking business courses part-time while working. She earned an associate degree of business administration. She believes the degree helped her to gain the knowledge and skills needed to manage the Sunset Northern Hotel successfully. They do not need to hire an accountant. So now, once you have this information, you have to think about it. Does she has enough expertise and knowledge to not to hire accountant? Right? It's not directly said, but
Professor, I think your screen is froze.
Yes, on my end,
okay.
it's frozen.
Okay. Let's refresh it. Thanks for letting me know. How about now?
All good.
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll already start right here at the very beginning, right? So you haven't missed a lot. So again, at this part of this paragraph, the only thing that you can take is background information, and you see that they have feeling that they don't need accountant. The question is, do they have enough expertise not to need accountant? So now they finally discovered a suitable building, this hotel, which is a rundown property. After the purchase, the town chief informed them that they need to get approval to rezoning a building, which they successfully obtained. The cost for the rezoning of the building to commercial was $10,000. No, not sure of his expense or capital cost of the building. Obviously, she doesn't need accountant. Why? Because she has a knowledge, but now she doesn't know what to do with those $10,000. So you have to advise her first on the $10,000. Is it a cost of capital, cost of the building? Is it gonna be cost of the building, or is it gonna be expense? That's first one. And once we're talking about the accountants, you have in mind accountant will be second. Now we receive a 75 check from her father. Naomi also borrowed 30,000 from her friend to help cover the renovation cost. The purchasing price of the property was 100,000, and they paid 50,000 on other related costs, including a retailer fee, legal fee, building inspection fee, and land transfer taxes. Upon inspecting the building, they were informed that the building needs a renovation. They need to do some other expense to make the property ready for operation. Renovation costs include 35 for the structural repair, 30,000 interior renovation, and 5,000 landscaping interior work. They also need to spend 10,000 on furnishing and decor better reflect their First Nation culture. Additional, they need an initial starting cost of 3,000, 2,000 marketing and promotion. No missing. Unsure how to calculate the cost of the capital and depreciation for the fixed asset, and they were included on the balance sheet. So that's your expertise here comes. What will be the calculation? How much will be the cost of the asset? How are we going to depreciate it? What depreciation means? and your recommendation on the method of depreciation and how we're going to show it on the balance sheet. That's here you have 4, 5, and 6 easy. To determine the cost, they had two options to finance the cost. So once you get the cost here, you have the two options here. Now, you have to understand cost is the cost. How you going to represent it? Which one will be the cost of the hotel? Which one is going to go the expenses? That will be your decision. But anyway, you need those money, all of it. So now from where you're going to get it? Option one, borrow from Naomi parents and include uh, them in the decision making as a partners. So you have a partnership with the parents. Option one. Option two, borrow 95 from the bank with the interest 10%. The bank needs a minimum debt to equity 1:1, and loan should also be secured by the asset of the business and must be paid back in the bank in 10 years. Eventually, they decide to borrow from the bank. However, Nomi Alana wants you to evaluate the pros and cons of each financial options and comment on their decision. So basically, they already made decision, so you cannot change their decision because they're already there. Now, what they need is they need reassurance that they made the right decision. Even if you think that they didn't make the right decision, don't be afraid to tell them you didn't make the right decision. Make sense?
Yes.
So you have to identify, get the first option, pros and cons. Get the second options, pros and cons. Then from your perspective, comment which one based on your based on your knowledge, based on your how you see the situation, which one will be more appropriate for them, regardless what they make, and tell them yes, you made the right decision. Yes, you didn't make the right decision. Whatever. So now wants to evaluate pros and cons of each financial option and comment their decision. They also need you to help to conduct ratio analysis, such as current ratio, debt to equity ratio, and return on assets to assess their financial health and guide their decisions. Now, the question is, do we have information to do that? We don't have income statement, we don't have balance sheet. So that will be very hard to do those calculations, obviously. So at this point, I want you to comment on those ratios and explain what each ratio means. And if you borrow the money, what will be potential impact on the debt to equity ratio? So what will be the impact on the borrowing from the parents or borrowing from the bank? And if the parents become a partners in the company, is that going to be borrowing or going to be something else? Naomi has learned about the depreciation at school and knows that hotel furniture equipment such as beds and kitchen appliances decor need to depreciate over time. She's certain the depreciation of the property, including renovation, is 7,000 per year. However, she isn't sure how to apply the depreciation to accurately reflect the wear and tear of the furnishing. She needs your help on the matter. The furnishing costs 10,000 and with the useful life 10 years, and the kitchen equipment 8,000 with estimated useful life 10 years. So basically, she already come up with the 7,000. What do you think will be the appropriate amount, and which method of depreciation you're gonna use for any of those equipments? That will be your decision here to make. Make sense? So now you're getting away. We are passing 8, 9, and 10 right now with the depreciation, with the explanation of the ratios, with the decisions that one versus the other investments. Naomi Allied trying to prepare the detailed income statement. Try to prepare detailed income statement. The income statement includes revenue from the rentals during the services and events, while the expenses cover the units, utilities, wages, and maintenance. They struggle with tracking all the expenses revenue accurately, need the expertise to ensure that the income statement balances properly and clear picture of the status. So now, need to try to determine the break-even point for the room rentals. Your help is required to perform cost volume analysis to develop effective pricing strategy. They also they're also interested in how they can decrease their break-even point. So you have to think about how can I decrease the break-even point. Also, they would like you to know what other financial metrics they should monitor for the hotel success. For simplicity, in calculating break, assume that all expenses are allocated to the rooms. Nomi, Alana needs assistance of preparing the budgeting, forecasting future revenue, and analyzing variances between the actual and budgeted figures. Additionally, they seek your advice on the implementing strong internal control. They ask you for business record. Naomi led you to her office in the back room. Naomi's office has no lock and there's no vault or safe. She keeps the document in cash in baskets in different shelves of her office along with the personal. So you have here a lot of things about the internal control or what you're going to do about it. They are thinking about updating their room with the modern amenities while keeping the hotel indigenous charm. They aim to incorporate sustainable practices such as energy efficient lighting and windows. So probably they're gonna buy from the other company from Case 2 lighting since they're providing. I'm joking. To achieve a long-term servicing, promote environment and sustainability, they're seeking your advice on the best way to modernize the facility without losing the hotel unique. So basically, this is kind of a soft kind of qualitative analysis here, not in quantitative, qualitative analysis on how they're going to do it and what they have to do. Government offers rebate commercial investing strategy as following. So now you have energy efficient window and the rebate. BC hardware incentive, business energy saving incentive, rebate amount. The expected cost for the windows is that much and the energy efficient lighting is that much. With the energy efficient window, the saving of utility is that. So basically you can prepare here a calculation of efficiency and cost savings, so which will generate and which decision will be better. Realize they need to enhance their marketing effort to attract a broader customer base and seek your creative strategies to achieve this. To sustain growth, they're aiming to diversify their revenue streams and use strategic guidance will be critical in their success. Incorporating and respecting the indigenous culture in BC Canada is important to them, and your recommendation on fostering the culture inclusivity will help enhance the hotel appeal and foster community relations. They are considering ways for the Sunset Northern Hotel to differentiate itself from the competitors, providing added value to the guests and create a new revenue stream. So we need your help with the operational consideration involved. Recently, received a strange phone call from a woman who called. She has been receiving bi-weekly paycheck from the Ops Sunset. That's interesting. The past month, despite of not working there, the woman explained that I would like that one too, right? The woman explained that she had been applied for the job and received acceptance letter from the Sunset Hotel about 2 months ago, but due to the personal concern, she called and canceled the job. Naomi needs to get to the bottom of this situation. Basically, you need to get to the bottom of this situation, figure out what's going on here. How somebody can get the checks without working for the company. Maybe because they don't have accountant. Who knows? Calculated, you have to discuss on this. Calculate the hotel revenue from the room rental. Now we are having the information to calculate the revenue. Average 2,000 per day and event revenue 100 per year. Hotel has 16 rental rooms with average room to capacity. So now you're getting the numbers. Finally, we're getting the numbers to you to come up with the income statement and the balance sheet. Naomi thinks of the total cash at the end of the year, 15,000, containing 50 cash in the bank, 10,000 office on the shelves. So basically, she's still not considering buying a safe box deposit. She also thinks inventory supply should have not be changed over the change from the beginning of the year. So she used the beginning count of the ending year, 10,000. Based on her scared notes on her desk. She thinks that the accounts receivables is 50,000 and accounts payable 25. Based on the bank statement, she is certain that her short-term loan balance for the upcoming mortgage is 15,000, long-term section. She's certain that the equity is that one. So basically, now you can start preparing the income statement and balance sheet and get it done. Don't forget to incorporate in your projection budgeted balance sheet. Don't forget to include the cost of the hotel and how you're treating the cost. You have a lot of room to place here in order to get it in balance, so there should be no problem you to get it in balance. If you have problem with that, let me know. That's for group 3 only. Naomi father introduced her to Alex Schneider from the Global Horizon Hotels, globally renovated hotel chain, who has offered to buy Sunset. So they just bought it and now have an offer to buy. This interest was sparked by the article about the hotel. The boutique hotel chain proposed to purchase this hotel while hiring Naomi as a consultant. They are interested in the hotel financial statement and will review the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement to understand financial health. This includes analyzing the revenue streams, expenses, profit margin, and cash flow. They will also assess the hotel profitability by looking at metrics such as profit, gross margin, and earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Global Horizon Hotel needs a projected budget for the next 3 years, and you are welcome to make any necessary assumptions. So basically, you are the one who making the assumptions. She's seeking your assistance with this. She's also wondering if there are any ethical concern that she decided to proceed with the sale of the hotel on the hotel chain. So basically, what I want you to focus here on the ethical part is, if the new people get it, are they gonna sustain, gonna keep that indigenous in heritage? Is it the other ethical thing is about the estimations, because you are free, welcome to make any necessary assumptions. So in business report, Naomi explore, evaluate, and offer or recommendation all topics mentioned. Addition, provide the expertise in accounting and business principles. So you have to discuss those one. As well, the ethical or sustainability issue identified. The goal is to operate a business that is ethical, financially valuable, and socially responsible while being loyal and respectful and of the indigenous culture. That's your case 3. Again, here have a lot of opportunities and a lot of information to deal with. Obviously, here the calculation for this group will be a little bit more interesting. But again, you have the numbers and you have something that is called, on the projection for 3 years, you have this condition that you're welcome to make the necessary assumptions, so you can play with the assumptions the way you want to play. Obviously, once you play with the assumptions, you have to explain the assumptions and you have to justify those assumptions by selling them to your readers. So you cannot be too aggressive, you cannot be too skeptical. Try to stay with the case, try to stay with the industry, try to stay with the reality. Okay, that's about the cases.